There's a strange feeling a lot of people carry, but rarely talk about. You have big goals. You imagine a better version of your life. You think deeply about what you could become, and yet, most days, you do very little about it. You scroll, you delay, you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, and over time, a painful question appears. If I care so much, why don't I act like it? If this feels familiar, this video isn't here to motivate you. It's here to explain you. Most ambitious but lazy people aren't lazy at all. They're overloaded. They carry high standards, big expectations, and a constant awareness of what they should be doing. And that pressure doesn't create action. It creates paralysis. When a goal feels massive, unclear, or emotionally heavy, your brain doesn't see it as inspiring. It sees it as a threat. So it protects you. Not by pushing you forward, but by pulling you toward comfort. Scrolling isn't a failure of discipline. It's your nervous system choosing something safe. Here's the part no one tells you. Ambition without structure feels overwhelming. And overwhelming goals trigger avoidance. You don't avoid because you don't care. You avoid because you care too much. And starting feels like opening the door to failure, judgment, or disappointment. So you wait. You plan. You think. And thinking feels productive. Until weeks pass. There's also grief hidden inside ambition. Grief for the version of yourself you thought you'd be by now. Grief for lost time. Grief for potential that hasn't been used yet. That grief is heavy, and heaviness doesn't move quickly. So your body slows you down, not to sabotage you, but to protect you from carrying too much at once. This is why just work harder never works. Because the problem isn't effort, it's emotional friction. And the only way through friction is gentleness, not force. People who eventually move forward don't suddenly become disciplined machines. They make their goals smaller than their fear. They lower the emotional cost of starting until action feels safe again. Not impressive, not perfect, just possible. The shift doesn't begin with motivation. It begins with permission. Permission to start badly. Permission to do less than you imagined. Permission to act without proving anything. Consistency doesn't come from pressure. It comes from trust, trusting that small actions are enough to begin. So, if you're ambitious but stuck, don't ask, "What's wrong with me?" Ask something softer. What feels heavy about starting? What am I afraid this effort will lead to? What would feel safe enough to try today? Those questions don't sound powerful, but they change everything. You don't need a dramatic transformation. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to become someone else. You just need one small action that doesn't scare your nervous system. That's how momentum actually starts. Quietly, imperfectly, without applause. If this felt personal, it's because you're not lazy. You're ambitious in a world that taught you to equate worth with results. And unlearning that takes time. Be patient with yourself. Start small. And keep going. Not loudly, but honestly. If you want more psychology that understands the space between intention and action, stay here. We're not here to push you. We're here to help you move gently.